Previously on Oya Pitch.
Today I'm asking for $150,000 for 7.5% equity.
Everything that you gave us was in dollars. Are you going to be charging your clients in dollars?
No, we're charging Naira.
Okay, all right.
You are a company based in Nigeria.
Yes.
You're charging your clients in Naira.
Yes.
And you want an investment in dollars.
So you produce 300 pairs of shoes in a month by yourself?
Yes.
How?
You're generating in Naira to change back into dollars. So why are you asking for funding in dollars?
Welcome to another episode of Oya Pitch. This isn't just any show. It is where big dreams meet bold moves. Now we've brought in some heavyweights, entrepreneurs who have hustled their way to the top, and now they're in search for the next big thing. Now we have a number of contestants, wild ideas, but of course you know, everybody has ideas. It's about how you show up. Right about now, I'd like you to come see those who are ready to show up and get that big money. Oh yeah. Who is this I see here? My brother, Alexander, right?
Yes, my name is Alex.
So good to see you, man.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited.
So tell me, what industry are you in?
We're in the event technology. Basically using technology in the event space and using technology to streamline event processes, helping event creators to automate a lot of their processes. Understand? And that way, event creators can focus on the event itself rather than manual activities like ticketing, e-voting, monetized e-voting. That is an upcoming market in the Nigerian sector, and also on-site activities, payments, handling of vendors on-site. We try to automate those processes using our platform.
I love your energy. I didn't even ask, but you're already giving me the solutions that you're about to prefer. Well done.
Thank you very much.
So I want to ask, between the judges, which one of them would you prefer to fund your project?
I'll use the short name, Oga TY.
Oga TY. Why TY?
Honestly, I see myself in him. To be honest with you, aside the fact that he's tall like me, I just his enthusiasm and also I checked his profile.
Yeah.
He's a very great guy.
Yeah.
I believe he's somebody that will connect with me on a personal level.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Now I wish you all the best inside. Oya Pitch.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Kindly please introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Alex. I'm a software developer and founder of Pivent.ng. So we are building Pivent.ng, an event management platform that helps event creators streamline their processes, relying heavily on technology. And we focus mainly on the financial aspects of event creation and data collection, because these are the two areas that event creators are very deficient in. Finances, because money moves around. What we do with Pivent is keep that money in one line and it gets to the event creators fully. And we do this in three major areas: ticketing, e-voting, and on-site transactions. E-voting is a building system sector in Nigeria where event creators monetize voting. We've seen it in reality TV shows like Big Brother Nigeria and also pageantries. That is an event organizers to raise funds for their events. With our platform, event organizers can set up their events in 5 minutes and start collecting payments for those votes. We also have ticketing, like I said. Recently, we ordered some POS from Paystack to streamline on-site transactions. During events, they sell drinks, you have vendors in those events, and you need to collect those funds effectively. Working with Paystack POS, we will develop a custom application which we are going to install on our POS to streamline that processes on event day. So far, since we launched, we've processed over 53 million naira in transactions, and we've worked with over 600 event creators listed on our platform and 200 events on our platform. We are currently present in over 6 states in the federation, and we are looking to raise 40 million naira for a 5% equity in our startup.
Okay, so you guys, you answered a lot of the questions already. Well prepared. So you said you've done 53 million naira in how long?
Since inception. We launched November 2023.
So you launched almost 2 years ago now?
Yeah, almost 2 years ago.
And you've done 53 million?
Yes.
Since then?
Since
so
then.
in 2 years? Okay. And so this is e-commerce, so where's the profit? How does the profit system work in this kind of business? Is it just do you have like employees? Is it a single man operation?
No, it's not a single man operation. For me, inception, I'm the founder.
Okay.
The idea came to me.
Okay.
But I knew I couldn't do it alone. So I worked with some of my classmates while I was in school, though I'm already a graduate now.
Okay.
My co-founder was a party guy, and that was why I had to partner with him. And he was very, very instrumental in getting me our first client, who was a party organizer in University of Benin. And over time, I can confidently say that University of Benin and Benin City as a whole were the #1 event management platform even in the States, I can argue.
In Benin,
Edo
University
States.
of Benin?
Edo States.
Okay. And you've done 200 events?
Yeah, over 200 events.
Over
about
235.
235.
And then you charge and then you make a percentage based off of
the transactions that go to our platform.
And what's the percentage that you make on the transactions?
For voting, like I said, we have multiple product lines: e-voting, ticketing, on-site transactions. For ticketing, we charge 8.5% plus 100 naira.
Plus 100 naira?
Yes, plus 100 naira.
What's the plus 100 naira for?
Paystack charges. Paystack charges 100 naira for transaction above 2,500.
So you put that one on the customer first, you pay 100 naira first.
Exactly.
And then the 7.5 is for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
8.5.
8.5.
No,
okay.
Paystack has a 1.5 fee.
Okay.
So that gives us a 6%.
Okay.
6%, yes. So for voting, we charge just 8.5%. We don't have 100 naira in voting. Okay. And the reason for that is because votes come in units. Like I can vote 500, 1,000, 2,000. The transaction volume is always higher compared to tickets because there's no limit to voting. Then on-site transaction, which is where we are trying to be very, very innovative and creative. On-site is where most of the money moves because that is where people spend money. From the drinks, they'll have to buy things, you have to play games. So currently we launched by charging 5%.
And that's what you want to use the POS
That's what we're trying to use the POS for, charging 5% on the transactions. But we're currently looking at the fee because of the volume. We've had some market resistance to that rate because they're like, you're just helping us collect money on that day, so something lower. So we're still like looking internally. Like this is still a work in progress.
And what are your plans to scale? How do you really plan to scale this to the next level? Just to get into more states and to do more events?
Yeah, more states and not just states. We plan on doing university domination. I have a very interesting fact. This month alone, those our transactions actually came in the past like 3 months. And a large chunk of it came from Edo State University.
The 600 transactions?
No, a large chunk of the transaction,
okay.
over like 10 million of that
came
from just one university within a certain period,
okay.
Edo State University. So we worked with them, we handled all their ticketing and e-voting because they have departmental awards, school awards. For the past 2 years now, we've been working with them. So what we plan to do is to use that strategy across all Nigerian universities. I graduated from University of Benin. We have a very, very strong hold in University of Benin, even Delta State University. So if we can replicate that across all universities and lock them into our platform, we can have a very standard recurring revenue, just like we've done with in Edo States as a whole.
Thank you very much. That makes sense. So the last 12 months, right, in terms of revenue, what has been your gross or let's say net revenue in the last 12 months?
That's our net revenue.
Yes, please.
Is around like 3 million. Yes, which is our net profit. Taking out the money that we
How much? 3 million?
Yeah, that we remit to the event creators. 3 million.
12 months?
Yeah, in 12 months.
Okay, so you know that is after paying taxes, paying yourself, paying your
our
operations.
Yeah.
So you have 3 million.
Yes.
As revenue.
Yes, we run a very lean startup. Like I said, I'm a software developer, and our system is technology driven. So because I'm a developer, I found a lot of ways to mitigate technological costs and tech debts. Okay. That way, we keep our costs very, very lean.
That's clear. That's clear. So how much of this 3 million is profit?
Our profit is around like 2 million, which we've been using.
So you've done. Hold on a second. So you've done 2 million in the last 12 months. That's
yeah, in the last 12 months, definitely.
Okay, so who's your biggest competition currently in Nigeria?
All right, like I said, we have multiple business models. In ticketing, I would say it's Tix Africa because they have a wide adoption and also they spread across Nigeria, which is another thing we want to do, global expansion. But when it comes to the voting, which is the model that I had initially, there is not a significant competitor in that niche because it's a market that is still not fully ripe, typed into exactly. I'm even the one trying to push these things to schools that you can run your departmental awards, make money from this thing as a student government body, stuff like that.
So how much would you say your business is worth at the moment?
800 million.
Dollars or naira? Or is it
Naira.
Naira.
Yeah.
And you started like 2 years ago?
November 23rd, 2023.
And you basically make 2 million naira on a
Net
yearly
profit.
basis. Net profit on
Yeah.
a yearly basis.
Yeah.
And you value your company at 800 million.
Yes, well, our business, like I said, is revenue driven.
I mean, why are you valuing your business at 800 million?
3 major components.
Tell me.
Number one is the market. The market is very, very large. And with use of our
Do you have that market currently?
we are getting there.
But you are not there, so
We're not there yet.
So you shouldn't, if you're getting there, so you shouldn't value your business at 800 million.
All right.
If you're still trying to get there. And the reason why I'm asking is because of the money you're asking for,
yeah.
and the equity you're willing to give out.
Yes.
Right? It's not quite adding up. I love your idea. I'm trying to just make a sense of your business model. Do you want to reevaluate that and give me a figure as to how much you think your business is currently worth?
All right. So if I'm going to
Don't overestimate it. Just tell me what it is.
Yes, I think there's a particular information that I think needs to be said. From January 2025 till today, we've done 43 million naira.
But you said, sorry. Please don't confuse me. I don't want to be confused.
All right, okay.
I asked you what in the last 12 months.
All right.
So does that include 2024 or?
Yeah, last 12 months is half of like 2024. You know, we launched, like I said, November 2023, which was almost a wrap up the 2023 year. So our revenue
decline then?
No, that's what I'm trying to get to. The whole of last year, that's 2024 as a whole, the total amount of transactions that were carried out through our platform was 10 million naira. Do you understand? So in that was as a whole. In 2025, which is January that we just started, January till today, as I'm speaking to you now, we've processed 43 million naira. 43 million.
But you said 3 million earlier.
That's the net. You asked for the net, which is
profit.
when we paid the event creators their money. But I'm talking about like revenue, which is the transactions
Okay.
we process as a whole, as a platform.
So it grossed 43 million.
Just in the last 6 months, which is January 2025. That's a 4 times growth from what we did the whole of last year. And we're projecting hitting an 100 million naira mark before the end of the year. And that is why I'm actually here, because we need to scale. Like I said, the market is untapped. More universities are there, dormant. They are not even aware that this money is there to be made. And we already have the on-site activities.
So you have a lot of numbers in your head. So if we decide to invest 40 million naira for 5% equity, how long do you think it's going to take for us to make our money back?
All right, so
Based on all of these projections that you're projecting.
yes, 40 million naira could give us a 12 to 18 months runway. And in that runway, we plan on even going as far as 5xing our revenue.
So do you have any investors apart from yourself currently?
Yeah, well, I've been talking to other investors. I made a decision that I was not going to raise. That was why last year I was not even in any grants, any investor decision, because I want to see how much of this thing can I do with my team.
Yeah.
But now I'm ready. So I've been talking to other investors. Same thing I put here is what I put on their table too.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of interest. You know, I was shortlisted. I was like, okay, let me come here and also put it out there, basically.
Okay, so the 40 million naira, what are you going to spend that money on?
The first thing we are going to do is what already works: university domination.
Okay, so I'm just going to, and a fantastic idea. I still have a bit of challenges with your numbers, but I mean, maybe we can look at that later. But I think just off the top of my head, I'm happy to propose a debt and equity structure, which means I will do 7 million for 5%. And that 7 million will obviously be at a 12% interest rate over the next 12 months.
Well, that offer is actually nice, but the thing is that it is not actually enough to give us the runway that we need.
What's the start?
It's actually a start, to be fair. It's money, you know. Just the one POS costs 86,000 naira. So if we're looking at expanding to as much as 12 states in Nigeria, 2 units per state, that is a lot of money, you know. And we also have to expand our team because we need people to handle those, be available in those events to make sure that the transactions as is ongoing, they can handle it. Access control too, I don't think I mentioned that. We also invest heavily in access control for event creators. So we need manpower, we need resources, and that is where the money actually comes in.
So, aside from the money, what value are you looking for from the orgas that are sitting here?
You guys, I'll use the word young, if you allow me. You know, so
We're young.
We're young now. We're young.
I'll use the word young if you allow me. I'm no offense taking.
I'll take it.
And I know that you also have the network to connect us to the big guys, because even though we're trying to do universities, we still have to go for the artists.
Yeah.
Those guys. And I myself, I may not really have that access right now. That's what I'm going for, where I know I can control, which is universities. But with people like you on board, your network, you can literally penetrate the big guys instantly, like, because the value is there. I can assure you, there's nobody you give this platform to that will tell you, and if there's any excuse, is, oh, we're already working with somebody. But anything more than that, it's not possible.
Okay, amazing concept, amazing idea. I have a soft spot for software developers because my brother is one, my husband is one as well, but I don't know the A to Z of it, I don't understand it, and rightly so. The reason why I asked you that question is because I wanted to see what value I can add to you if I was to come on board, and it's very clear that I won't be able to add any form of value. I feel that my co-host, my lovely brothers will probably be of more value to you. So for that reason, this one passed me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It sounds like a great idea, and I understand how the business can work and how it can grow and how it can scale. I can take a risk and invest with Toby on this because I've been looking for a while on how to get into the. And since you're a software developer, I know you probably have other ideas. Well, I'm hoping you have other ideas apart from this as well.
Definitely.
Yes or no?
100%.
Yes, you do. I mean,
like I said,
because we were looking when we came here. We're looking for the next. Can we even say the name?
No, you can't say
Okay,
that.
we're looking for the next big fintech brand. So what I can do, sounds very innovative, but what I would like to do before we go too much into depth about this is I would like to see the platform. I'm guessing you guys have a platform. You have an app on that?
Yeah, we have a website. If I don't
you
know,
have a website different from an app. Do you have an app?
Yeah, we're working on an app. I didn't mention that too. That's also one of the
So
things
you don't have an app yet?
We don't have an
app. And your website and your
our website does the job 100%.
Why don't you have an app? Because
we're in 2025. Obviously, you said we're young, so you know that.
Okay, let me just explain that a bit. All right, our target audience are the event creators.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And basically, what the event creators want to do is to sell. And the people that the ticket guys, the people that buy the ticket that want to vote, you just want imagine your child just sends you a link that dad vote for me for my student. Imagine you have to download an app for that. It might be quite a stretch. You just want to do it and move on. Just want to buy a ticket for your friend and move on. So we didn't see the need. Do you understand? Like I say, we're working lean.
But it's a business. You know, the app is where you generate the ads, the revenue. The app is more than just an app. If you're not paying for your monthly subscription, then you can add ads and charge for that.
That's where scaling comes in.
Exactly.
It's in our project plan for once we get
that's
funds.
there as well.
Yeah, we already
have it all figured out. You don't really need those like that then. It's all step by step. All you need is the money
to grow.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't mind coming in with Toby. I'll add an additional 5 million to what Toby has already added. We can come on board and see the value in it and decide that we're going to do second round, third round. But for right now, that's what's on the table. So if you'd like to take it, just let us know.
I'll really prefer we can do 20 for 5%.
20 million for 5%?
Yes. It's definitely going to watch your time, trust me.
I didn't even negotiate. You didn't come up. We gave you a number. There has to be some kind of negotiation.
Yes, definitely. For the 12 million, I think we can do 4% for that, I think.
12 million, 4%?
Yes.
Okay. So that's not going to work for me. So I don't know if you want to come up any more.
I don't think I can do that.
You can't come up any more than that?
Yeah.
4%?
12 million. It's just high, that's just it.
Sounds good. That works.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Bye.
Alexander, how was it?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I think the one thing I'm happy about is the fact that there were two guys that were very much interested in my
Wow, that's amazing.
Personally, that's like a great one. It shows that I'm on the right track.
Yes, you are.
You know, and I think that's the one thing I took out from there, especially.
So, I mean, in as much as I wasn't really quite convinced about the numbers, but I think the business has potential.
It does.
It does
have a lot of potential. Sure.
Guess what? The judges are watching this right now and they just might call you back.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Have an incredible day, man.
Yeah, you too.
Hi guys, Toby here. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching so far. Make sure you join our YouTube page at Oya Pitch and like, subscribe, and share.
Hey brother, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
What's your name?
Iremide.
Iremide. When you are big, you are big. I bet. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Now, what industry do you belong to?
E-commerce and retail.
So what problem are you trying to solve?
I'm trying to solve the problem of shopping in Lagos and shopping in Africa in general. E-commerce is a thing that has been revolutionizing the world. You know, everybody's trying to move digital, basically.
Absolutely.
So we are trying to make shopping that easy, bringing the platform, one vendor, one voice, multiple convenience on that one platform.
I like the sound of that.
Yes, please.
So if you could choose, or what is your wish for the judge who will be funding this project? Which one of them?
Either T.Y. or Toby, any of them.
T.Y. or Toby, I like the vibes. I wish you all the best on the inside.
Thank you.
Oya!
Hi.
Hi, good.
How are you?
Fine, good day.
Good day. Can you give us your name and tell us why you're here?
My name is Akinese Remide. I am CEO and founder of Ramsey Consult, an hybrid e-commerce company that sells basically everything and anything. So that's why I'm here. And I'm here today to get funding to scale up my business.
So you're like the Amazon of Nigeria?
Yes, but under one vendor, one voice, multiple convenience.
Okay, interesting. So tell us a little bit more about your company. Give us the numbers. I mean, we've got the numbers here.
Okay.
But this year alone, so far, what would you say you have done in revenue?
This year alone, we have done about 58 million naira in revenue from the online sales from the website, because we have the website, which is ramseyconsult.com, and we also have offline channels like our walk-in store in Computer Village and also Surulere. We also deal in other goods and services that require physical attention, but with funding, we plan to digitize most of them. So currently, our profit margin is currently 10% so far.
Across all channels, across all your businesses?
Across all the online.
Just online?
Just the online. We currently have an issue calculating the offline records. We just have like bank statements to back that up, really.
Okay. What do you guys sell? I don't understand. Do you sell anything in particular, or
so we sell
I'm seeing phones on this?
Yes, we sell gadgets. We sell gadgets, electronics, home appliances, kitchen appliances, clothing, jewelry. We also have our
jewelry.
Yeah.
So we're really the Amazon of Nigeria.
So it's on your website?
Yes.
No physical store, no physical location.
So for the electronics and the gadgets, we have our physical location in Keja. Then Surulere, we have pickup stations because, you know, the Nigerian market, most people want to see what they get. So they can come all the way to Surulere on the mainland to just check it out, make their payments and move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell more about your crypto? Because I see you pay with...
We have the stands in our stores and also online where customers can just scan to pay via crypto. And also, we also have payment platforms. We have a payment platform using Paystack. We also have our buy now, pay later services where customers can spread their payments within 6 months to at least 24 months. Okay, so for our buy now, pay later service, we are in partnership with Altmall. We're also
Altmall?
Altmall, Alternative Mall.
ALT Mall.
Yes, and also in partnership with Credit Directives financed by FCMB. And also in partnership with Sterling Bank, Pay with Spectre. So basically, we are not on the losing aspect of chasing customers to get the money. The bank finances us in full after they run a credit check on the customer and eligibility.
So no liability.
Yes, so they pay us in full and then the customers deal with the bank.
Okay, it sounds great. So you're asking for 150 million naira for 10% equity.
Yes.
So what's your plan for the 150 million?
So my plan for the 150 million right now is to reduce outsourcing. Currently, for instance, our home appliances, we do get from like wholesalers here in Lagos, Nigeria, so we can be able to tap into the manufacturers directly because you need big box to move into that, and also reduce the way in which we get products long line, and also put more money into marketing, put more money into getting a lot more users and convincing people to shop online instead of physically, because that is the end goal, e-commerce.
E-commerce, yeah.
So people can buy cars on your website?
Currently, no. You can buy cars
But
on.
you said that we can buy. I mean, you do cars.
Yes, we do. We do have car sales, and also our car sales also has a payment plan of like 3 years, where people can make a deposit of 40% and spread their payments within 3 years. So we have partnership with some dealers on the island and the mainland, where people will work with for car sales.
Okay. I'm just going to go straight to the point. I love your drive. I love how you're trying to get involved in everything, farm produce, cars, everything, which makes a lot of sense. But I think for me, it's a lot of risk. And I'll just tell you straight on that. I wouldn't be looking to invest in this particular business because, you're doing a lot of things at the same time, right? I wish you could sort of just narrow that down a bit to the businesses that work and have a clear path as to how you want to scale those businesses. So, maybe sometime in the future we can try again, but at this moment, this one passed me over. I kind of think this.
Okay, so I had a question. So, you've done 250 million naira in sales since 2019. How do you justify asking for 150 million naira within just 1 day?
So we've done
been your sale since 6 years.
We've done 250 million in website sales. There was actually a little typo, which is my fault, since 2021. There's it right there. So it's actually since 2021, January 4th. That's when they
generated 250 million.
Yes, that's when the
5 years, 4 years.
Yes, that's when the website went live. So we've generated that in just revenue. But also through our offline channels, we also do generate cash flow. But like I stated earlier, we have an issue tracking that, not like the website, because the website is way more easy. People just walk in, people walk up to our staffs and all of that to make transactions, and some of them are not being done online, which is not being tracked. We just use the bank statements and the records for that.
So I'm just going to jump in. Sorry, I'm going to jump in because you've been operating since 2019.
That was the official launch.
The numbers you're giving us is from 2021, from the website.
Yes.
So from 2021 up until date, you're having issues trying to collate what the offline sales are. So it's taking you 4 years to rectify this issue.
It isn't much of an issue.
Well, it is because you can't even give us the figures.
No, currently the figures for the offline sales is just being tracked with our bank sales and book records. Because, for instance, if someone walks into the store in Ikeja, most of them like, okay, come and shop online. We even offer like discounts for shopping online, free deliveries and all of that. But so people don't still want to shop online. They just want to just pay in cash and all of that. So we just have our books, we just record it, so sales.
Yes, so you have a bookkeeping problem.
Yes, we
Yes, you do.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You have a bookkeeping problem.
Yeah, so
for that, that's a risk already in your business, because if you've been running your business since 2019 and since 2021 up until date, this is a reoccurring issue that you can't even stand and give us a clear figure, then it's a problem. And it's a problem that hasn't been nipped in the bud, hasn't been addressed, and there is no clear structure on how to address that. So for me, personally, it's already showing a little bit of cracks in the woodworks, and you are doing amazingly well, not knocking your hustle as well. Keep doing what you're doing. But personally, for me, this isn't something that I'll be looking to invest in. So respectfully, this one passed me.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so it sounds very interesting, and I just wish that you had more of a reasonable number, apart from the 150 million, because I guess we're all in business, we're all entrepreneurs, and we know how to ask for money and how to ask for funding. Mm-hmm. So do you have a more reasonable number that you can ask for so you can scale in tranches, not just at one time? It's not really good to just scale all at once. Is there a way that you can streamline what you're really asking for, your ask, so it can be more reasonable, so we can understand it better and digest it better? Because 150 million straight off the back, for somebody that doesn't really have all their ducks in a row, etc., it's like, we're just gonna be throwing money down the drain. That's how it looks. It might not be what it is, but that's how it looks to me, at least. So do you have a more reasonable number that you ask for a more reasonable reason?
70 million, but 70 million wouldn't be, it will be based on using it to scale, but the agreement between us will be actually like a financing instead of an equity.
That's what I'm saying. It's debt financing.
No, I just want to hear what he wanted. I didn't want to give him the
Have you tried to approach any bank?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't have to mention the banks. What's the feedback?
Sterling, UBA.
And have they given you any funding?
Always.
Okay,
so why don't you ask them for 150 million?
So if I go to the bank for 150 million right now, the bank will tell me to pay the 150 million in a year.
Not really.
I've had that discussion.
Yeah,
a few of my colleagues.
Not quite.
Yeah, I mean, mostly, yeah.
The reason why they will tell you to pay that in a year is because they can see all the risk. Probably.
Not really.
I mean, when you say not really, let's be honest.
That's Nigerian banks. They like 1 year.
I'm not going to say Nigerian banks. I think if the business makes sense.
They do give the opportunity that, okay, yes, if you do collect that money, maybe in like 6 months, you go back to them to get like there's a certain name for it. They restructure the loan to keep extending and extending and extending. But I rather just give out 10% of my business if I can get that and know that yes, we are spreading it for a period of time and in partnership with them, rather than just
so if you get 70 million, how long will it take for you to pay that back?
If I get 70 million, that would be paid back in given 18 months.
18 months.
18 months with a percentage of 22%.
At 22%?
Yeah, at 22% interest.
Okay.
So since you said you successfully raised funds through the banks, right? They've given you funding. Was this in recent times?
There was one last year, paid.
And there were no defaults?
No defaults.
Sorry, I just realised what's happening. Toby, are you back in?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're
I'm just trying to understand, right? I mean, I've told you what my position is. I'm trying to ask you questions to see if I can change gears.
Okay, if you're willing to change gears, we can discuss on an agreement to get funding into a segment of Ramsey Consult.
So tell me what that segment is.
Okay, for you, because if you don't mind, I did do a little research on each of one of.
You did research on each of us. So what did you find?
So for you, I would suggest that one, you like your numbers and you like things moving on an accurate side. So I would suggest you can go into the gadgets segment of Ramsey Consult. You can put in a certain amount that you want to disclose with me, and you put in a certain amount, we agree on the numbers, we can spread it within a particular period of time, and you get back your interest. I'm
happy to do that. I just need to be clear. So when you say gadgets, tell me
so
what your
for gadgets, we're talking phones, laptops.
So tell me what let's look, like you said, I'm a numbers guy.
Yes.
I hope, okay, great. In terms of your gadgets, what are your numbers? How much sales have you made in the last 6 months? What's your average monthly revenue? What part of that is your profits? Make it make sense to me.
Okay, in terms of gadgets, the gadget market is quite large, so I'm going to just try and group them up. So in terms of gadgets, the phone markets, an average monthly, we do about 10 million naira in revenue, with the profits going up to between like 1.5 to 2 million naira in profits.
Did you say 1.5?
1.5 to 2 million naira in profits, because the gadget market phones, we have the new phones and we also have the fairly used, which also sells well in Nigeria here. So if we're also moving on to laptops have a higher range of revenue, but they don't sell as fast as phones because they are more on the costly side.
So they don't sell as fast as phones on your website. They don't sell, or generally?
No, generally.
So what about on your website? Because you sell gadgets on your website.
Yes.
So on your website, I want real numbers. I don't want general feedback.
Okay. On the website also, phones sell faster than laptops.
So the numbers you've given me, are those your
that's for
phone
phones?
sales?
Yes. That's what I give.
Okay, so I'll just keep it quick. So it sounds good, and I know a lot about phones. I know a lot about gadgets, etc. What I'll do is I'll do some background check and make sure your numbers make sense. But in the lieu of that, I will give you 15 million for 5% equity, and we'll do debt financing and equity. So you're gonna give me 5% equity, and I'm gonna charge you 10% of my debt, and I want that to be paid back within 6 months. because you said you can do 70 million in 1 year in 18 months.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can do 15 million within 6 months at 10% interest, and then I want 5% equity of the business. That's just my own. You can put it in whatever. You say you did research on everybody. So whatever you think that I'll be put inside of, you can put me in there, but that's my own offer.
Okay.
Because I know a lot about phones. I used to sell phones and laptops and iPads and all that kind of stuff.
I used to sell phones too now.
You for when? Computer Village?
Back in the day.
For when?
No, funny enough, not Computer Village, you know, it's just, I just buy from the UK. And,
I buy a lot of phones, even for my businesses, so I know how it goes. I'm an avid customer, what's in that store? Slots. So I know how the guy does phones, laptops. I buy laptops almost every week. So
Our prices are better than slots.
That's good. So our prices are better than slots. Our prices are better than
All right,
slots.
thank
So
you.
I don't know if you want to take the deal. Let me know. We can do it. But that's what I'm going to offer.
Yeah, but if we're talking 50 million, then finance
15.
15. Yeah, I said 15.
Okay.
15 million in financing plus the equity.
Yes.
Is that equity,
You have different tranches.
is that equity in the other businesses or just that segment?
No, the Ramsey.
Everything.
Ramsey in total.
Ramsey in total.
It's up to you. Just an offer. So if you want to take it, you can take it. If not,
Don't feel bad, you can say no.
Don't feel bad, you can say
you don't need to take my calls.
I'm calculating,
Do
sorry.
you need a moment?
Do you
Do
need
you
a
want to go
moment?
out? Do you want to make a phone call? You can do that.
you have a partner you want to call outside?
Oh,
Like your wife?
nah, I'm not married. I'm
You're not
24.
married? Huh?
I'm 24.
Stop
You're
it.
24.
Stop it.
You're
Why
not
you lying? It's not
24.
possible.
I started when I was 19. I'm 24.
No, stop it. You're not 24.
But let me tell you, the real reason why I actually want to invest in you, I actually like your energy. You have very, very good energy.
I
And I can tell that you're,
24.
and I can tell he's a good salesman as well.
Yeah.
How are you 20? He's not 24.
He's 24.
Someone
He's
used to do
that's
that.
what I did.
Someone used to do a background check. You're 24.
You have your ID?
Yeah, I'm IDA to confirm
No,
that.
please, can I see your ID?
No, stop it.
Did you check?
Is it 24?
Is it 24?
Okay,
Sorry,
well
please.
done.
Thank you.
Well done, well done, well done.
So you've done very well for your age,
Done
I
very
must
well for your
say.
age. Yeah,
For
well
sure.
done.
I started business when I was 10 years old, child. So at 24,
That one is
I told you my story. That's what you I told you the story.
Can I compete with you?
Story
Can I compete with you? I started at 7.
Sorry?
You
I started business at 7. I was selling beads.
Wait, say what?
Beads, handmade
Oh,
beads,
beads,
all over
okay.
Alausa Ikeja.
Oh, wow.
My mom's office.
I'll send
You'll
it my
go
dad's.
far. You'll definitely go far because
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
definitely got the drive for
Yeah,
it.
you got the drive. I can
Yeah.
tell. And I like your energy.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I really want to invest in this.
But let's wrap this up. So we're
Okay,
taking the deal, we're not taking the deal.
Okay.
Like, what's the dealio?
Don't feel under pressure.
Don't feel under pressure.
worry.
Don't give
There's
away
more
what you
opportunities.
have.
There's more opportunities.
There's
You
nothing
get
that
your
you can.
cocktail. I mean, you're above 18. Do you want a cocktail to?
No.
Okay.
We don't promote drinking on this show
I mean, but you have a margarita in front of you.
because we're older.
Okay, so I would. I think
You don't want to make a
these numbers.
tomorrow morning. and
You
Don't
like
make
money
pressure.
too much.
I think numbers.
You say you think numbers.
I need to.
You need to work something out.
Yeah, I need to work something
work it
Yeah, so
out.
you can go and work it out and come back.
Do you need a calculator? Do you need a pen?
Do you need 2 seconds, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Just-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Please
don't
do.
know.
Come
Yeah.
on, come back.
That's
Yes,
just-
yes,
Two minutes.
good.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Alright. Okay, so 4% equity plus the 15 million.
6 months repay.
6 months repay.
So what are you doing?
4% equity.
4%?
4%.
What's 1%?
I just have my reasons.
I'm not going down. This is what I
You're
want
not
to
going
do.
down.
No, that's what I want to do. If you want
That's
to
what
do
you
it,
want
let's
to do.
do
You
it.
want to do 5%.
Yes. If you want to do it, let's do it. But you must pay back within 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
And then we have our partnership of 5%.
Sorry?
I said we have our deal of 5% equity.
Equity.
Yes.
Yes. And you're paying this back with 10% interest.
Yes.
Okay. Within 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. So are you taking the deal or you're not taking the deal?
I guess so.
Oh, wow.
Nice one. You get balls. You did it. Don't worry. That's all.
Thank you.
Well done, well done.
Congrats.
Energy, how you doing, man? How was your pitch?
Alright.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Few debates.
Okay.
To run down here to calculate.
Oh my God.
Given the opportunity, but yeah, it's a huge debate, but something good came out.
If you had one more meeting with the judges, what would you tell them?
I would pitch my AI business.
Oh, wow. You didn't get the chance to?
Oh, no. I just gave them the e-commerce for now. Probably get back to Oya Pitch part 2 for the AI.
I like your energy. Man, see you at the next one, okay? Have a good time. Cheers. Cheers.
What's poppin' is Big TY. Check us out at Oya Pitch on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and follow us.
Hola, how you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
I'm Oluwakemi Olaniyan.
Oluwakemi Olaniyan.
Yes.
You blew me away with this blue look.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. Now, I want to know, what industry are you in?
Okay, so I'm in food industry.
Okay.
So we produce, my product's name is Nutra Boom. We produce natural cereals for children.
Okay, so what solution are you giving to any problem at all?
Okay, so presently we are solving the problem of malnutrition in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so research shows to us that 1 in 3 Nigerian children is stunted, and we are trying to provide solution to ensure that children eat healthy, grow, and develop.
Sounds good to me. So between the judges, which one of them do you wish funds your project?
Well, for me, I think all of them.
All of them?
I wish all of them.
All of them?
Yes.
That's all good. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Oya.
Hello, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm fine.
Can you tell us about yourself and tell us about your business?
Okay, so my name is Oluwakemi Olaniyan. I'm a nutritionist and the founder of Nutra Boom Nutrition. Nutra Boom Nutrition started after exclusive breastfeeding of my baby. At 6 months, I was looking for a natural instant cereal for her. I wanted something different from the norms. What I really wanted was a cereal beyond grains and fruit. I want something like that contains animal protein, like egg, fish, meat. Then after so much research, I came up with I fed my baby with it, and she grew up with it. And some moms around me asked what I fed her on. I gave them for free. And they later came back asking me to produce more. That was how Nutra Boom came to existence. So far, so good. In the last 12 months, we've generated a revenue of about 12 million naira. We have 4 distributors in Nigeria, basically Ibadan, Lagos, Abuja, Abeokuta, and also we've partnered with NGOs that are into children.
Where do you live?
Lagos.
So are you the distributor or
No,
you have a distributor?
we have a distributor.
And the 4th is Ibadan, right?
Yes.
Okay. When did you start the business?
Okay, so officially it's 3 years, non-official 5 years. So I started
So
like...
officially 3 years?
Yes.
So that's 2022?
Yes.
How much money have you made in those 3 years?
In the last 12 years, we made about 12 million naira.
No, stop.
3
Hold on,
years.
3 years. Okay, so let's take it year by year, right?
Yeah, so I want to do
How
it
much
year
did
by
you
year.
make in 2022?
2022, we made about 500,000 naira.
Okay. And how much did you make in 2023?
So in 2023, we made about 7.5 million naira.
7.5 million.
7.5 million. That's a big jump.
Thank you. So 2024, we made 12 million naira. Minimum of 12 million naira.
Okay.
So far in 2025?
So currently, we've made about 10 million naira. So we hope to make more.
Okay, so that's in the last 6
6 months, yes.
Okay.
Do you have any projections for 2026? Because it seems like you guys have been going up in sales annually.
Yes.
So do you have any revenues for 2026? What's it looking like? Do you have any projections?
So we are looking at increasing revenue to about 20 million naira or more than 20 million naira due to the demand we have having now, and then we hope to scale up production. So once we scale up our production, we increase the revenue to 20 to 25 million naira.
Okay. So do you guys have NAFDAC registration?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I see. You have
Yeah,
it.
yes, I do.
Okay, that's very good. And are you guys in any like stores? Are you like ShopRite?
Yes, yeah, we are in some supermarkets, not ShopRite. The little challenge we have with ShopRite is we have to place our product in the supermarket, and then we have to come back for years, so which is
you have to leave it there and get back to money later.
Yes, later. So we have to keep going up. Yes. So
how many days after?
Months.
Yeah. So net, like 3 months.
Sometimes it might be more than.
Oh, wow.
I think that's how most of those big supermarkets do.
I want to taste it. I think we should have a little taste of.
I mean, but
the baby's food.
I mean,
so you can actually taste the yummy tummy. I think the yummy, that is basically for baby. You might not really like
what's
it.
that? Yummy tummy is for.
Yeah, adults can take the yummy tummy, so you can try to taste it.
So while they're tasting it, I want to ask, how much does it cost for you to make one pack?
It's 1,650.
To make it with the branding, with the packaging,
with the branding, with the packaging, I added the building the bills, utility, logistics, and so on to it. So to make it is
1,600.
Right? Yes.
1,650.
So how much do you sell for?
3,000 naira.
Okay. What has been your biggest challenge so far?
So the biggest challenge so far is visibility, marketing, and then capacity to scale up the business.
So when you say capacity, is there anything lacking?
Yeah, so in terms of we have a lot of demand, we have demand, but we don't have the capacity to meet up this demand.
So what are your plans to mitigate?
So we plan to keep, that's why I'm here to raise funding, that will enable us to acquire more equipment. So this will reduce or it will eradicate us depending on, relying on outsourcing.
So when you say outsource, you don't produce this yourself?
We produce.
So what
some
do you
of the
outsource?
equipment we use.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the equipment we use, we outsource them.
So what are you asking for today in terms of
10
investment?
million naira for 10%.
For how much?
10 million naira.
For how much equity?
10% equity.
And what are you going to use that 10 million naira to do?
So first, we would invest on equipment, expand our distribution, and then increase our reach, deepen our impact.
I'm happy to do 5 million naira at 10% on the condition that one of my hosts here gives you the remaining 5 for 10%. So that's about 10 million for 20%. That'll be my proposal.
And I'm not ready to give that condition here because I'm still asking questions. So I don't
I don't want to jump in. I just want to ask 2 more questions before.
You ask more questions, yeah.
I want to definitely ask questions. So you are currently the sole owner of this business, or do you have partners? You have no partners.
No partner, yes.
Okay, and so you came up with the formula and everything like that. Is this business trademarked?
Yes.
It's trademarked as well?
Nutra Boom is trademarked.
Yes.
It's trademarked. Okay, fantastic. And in terms of your product, what's your unique selling proposition? What makes you stand out from all the other products that's on the market?
Okay, so what makes us stand out is, one is our product is scientifically formulated, backed with nutrition experience and knowledge. Being a nutritionist, I know what exactly the children needs. So we produce our products based on the requirements of WHO, that's World Health Organization.
Fantastic.
So this helps us in. So this, and also we source our products locally.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so yes, that's what we do.
Do you have an online presence?
Yes.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, you can Google us. We are there. We are on newspapers.
Okay, you have a website?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
What do you say about you in the newspapers?
Yes, we were published. Well, I won a grant of 5,000 naira worth of branding.
Okay.
Branding,
$5,000 naira.
$5,000.
Okay.
Yes, $5,000.
Where do you want to go now? Where do you want to go?
Yes, so they use it to create website.
Who is they? You?
The company.
What company? The company that you wanted to
Yes,
produce. Oh, they did everything for you.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so you didn't actually get the funds.
Okay.
They just used the
They
funds
just
to help you.
Yeah, to help.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in right now. I like what you've got. I like the way it sounds, and I'm willing to come in if one of my
I already made a proposition. Okay.
If one of my partners here is willing to join me, or I'm willing to join Toby, I'm willing to come in at 2.5 million, and for 2.5 million I would be asking for 5% equity. So I can join Toby with what he's got, and that gives you 7.5, and that's like your 10%. So that's what my offer would be.
No,
I mean,
so what I proposed, what I proposed was 5 million for 10%.
Oh, for 10%,
Yeah.
okay. Man. So yeah, so my office still stands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in lieu of what they've both said, I'll be out.
Uncle, hold on, no trying.
No, you already have more than enough than you need within 2 of them, and I feel like you're in safe hands with them. She's a lady, obviously a woman, and he has a lot of business acumen, so I think you'd be fine with both of them. So, respectfully, I'll be out.
You can counter that offer. So let us know.
Who wants to counter the offer? Oh, her? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, I think 10% would be okay for 7.5. So maybe for him, the 5 million.
10% for,
yes.
So how do you mean? 10% for 7.5
Yes.
She wants you to up the money.
10% for 7.5 million.
I want to work with Joy on this one, right? So we need to figure out a way to make this work. Because I think Joy has a lot to offer. Because I mean, woman to woman.
It's a nice partnership.
She's a fantastic entrepreneur. And I think that having her on board would be great for you and low-key for myself. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this without her partnership, right? So I will offer you the same 5 million and a 2.5. I don't know how much she's going to ask for, but I'll reduce my equity offer to 7.5 at 5 million.
You said that you're the only owner.
You came here asking for 10%.
Yes.
Abi?
Yes, so 10%. So you make me understand better.
Okay, so both of us would offer you 7.5 for 12.5% equity. Do you want to think about it?
Yes.
You want to think about it, or you don't want to think about it?
No, I think I would want to think about it.
Okay, so you have 2 minutes.
So you have 2 minutes to think about it.
Thank you. I'm back. I accept the offer, and why I'm accepting the offer is because I want Nutra Boom to grow beyond the equity. I want people like visionary leaders like you to come in and take Nutra Boom to the next level. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Y'all didn't move me about the battery.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, Akemi, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Did you blow them away?
Yes, of course.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your pitch?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed it.
What about the feedback from them?
Yes, I love it. It was wonderful, and it was a great experience for me.
I saw you come out to think for a while.
Yes. Yeah. So the offer I was given was really a bit confusing. So I needed to take my time to to understand it, and I don't just want to give them an answer
immediately.
I just have to think about it.
So did you eventually accept the offer, or you decided to
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
If you had 1 more minute with them, what would you have told them?
Okay, so I would have told them that we still have other products.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but based on time constraints, you couldn't tell them all of that?
I couldn't tell them that.
All right.
So we are creating more product line.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And that concludes today's episode on Oya Pitch. Some journeys begun, some dreams got reshaped, but every one of them left us inspired. Now, if you have a dream burning inside you, this is your cue to stop waiting. But until then, stay bold, stay driven, and